A free de-esser from Analog Obsession. Yes, please. This is Loads.
From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So I happen to be a sibilant person, and in my line of work, that's not exactly as debilitating as being a blind heart surgeon, but it's more like being a pickpocket with no thumbs. So it's something that you have to work around. And I have looked at so many different de-essers. I've tried everything out there. And nothing really quite works as well as I would like. Nothing sounds as natural as I would like. But when I find a de-esser that actually sounds really good and it's free, I have to tell everyone about this because Loads is pretty cool. So Analog Obsession, this is a website where you can go and you can find a whole lot of amazing free plugins that are modeled after a lot of different kinds of vintage hardware. And one of the things they have there are a lot of great dynamic plugins, like really cool compressors, really good, and good EQs and stuff. I mean, go check it out, analogobsession.com. And it's all free. They're all free. It's Patreon supported. So, feel free to join up and donate, to the cause. But overall, right, when you can find something like this that doesn't cost you much or anything, then you really should take a look at it because Loads is pretty effective. Now, you've been listening to me with Loads on. Now, let me take it off real quick. So this is me with Loads off, and I am not overemphasizing my sibilants, 66, 66, 67, 68, right? There is an obvious sibilance issue going on. And then when I click it back on, 66, 67, 68, sibilance, 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 sibilance. This is Loads. It really takes care of it in a way that makes me happy. And that's all I want. That's all I ask of a de-esser. And this one is really simple to use. Let me show you. So what you have here, right, overall, right, you have the THR, right? This is the threshold to process, right? So you have a 60 dB range here. So this is really where you set your threshold. So if I start here, right, there's no de-essing going on. I just kind of dial in until 66, 67, she sells seashells at the seashore, right? I just kind of dial in, get that right. Then you got release time. So it goes from 1 millisecond to 500 milliseconds. So it's a really, really generous release time. But I think for me, I like a really tight release time. So this is actually the default setting right here. So I'm going to leave that. And then you've got a dry, wet mix knob, which helps you really get it dialed in. How much do you really need? Because sometimes I'm a little bit more sibilant than others. Sometimes I can really kind of relax it a little bit and just get it really dialed in there. So, I mean, that's working for me. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool, right? So we can get a little bit more de-essing on it if we go a little bit wet. There we go. And then here, these two buttons, right? They're not really well explained, but so soft, right? Soft helps you, it makes it a little bit smoother. So if I take soft off, right? She sells seashells at the seashore. She sells seashells at the seashore, right? I mean, it's still processing the de-essing, but I feel like with the soft on there, it sounds a little bit more. It's kind of filling back up a little bit of a notch in there, so it feels a little bit. It feels more natural. So I'm going to leave soft on. It's a easy option, right? And band. So unlike other de-essers, where you can kind of like comb around and find the frequency that you want to affect, this is happening at 10K and up. So if I hit band, this is happening at 10K. And if I take band off, it's a shelf. So really, I think the most egregious part of my sibilants is all happening right above 10K. So I'm going to leave it as a shelf. Input and output, I don't have to explain that. And here's your in and out bypass knob. So this is bypassed and this is not bypassed. So, I mean, it's a really simple plugin over at Analog Obsession. And overall, I mean, there's some great plugs over there. But I had to tell you about this one because I'm using this one. I am using this one for pro work every day. and I really like it. I was using the Techavision De-Esser, and it was good, but the weird thing about it is that because, your tone is different every day. Your instrument varies a little bit every day. And it depends a lot upon, how much sleep you got and how you're feeling and the overall tone of your voice. But sometimes, some days it wasn't working perfectly for me. You always have to kind of fiddle with it, finesse it a little bit. And there were some days where De-Esser just wasn't doing it as well as others. And I thought that it was the answer, but it's not. But I really like Loads a lot. Loads has really has found its way into my life, and I'm very happy about it. So I will leave a link so you can find it in the comments. But go over to Analog Obsession, check out some of this stuff. It's really cool. And you know what? Go ahead. Join the Patreon. Be part of the solution. Hey, and while you're at it, while you're online, while you're looking at this video, hey, please like and subscribe. That would really make me happy. All right? But tell me what you think of Loads, especially if you get a chance to check it out, because I really think that this could work for a lot of us. This is a really effective VO de-esser. But I want to know what you're thinking. All right? Leave a comment. Till next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.